thinking about Jack and Lily, and I sometimes come to this place. Um, it's dedicated to children. I want to talk a few words about Janie McKenzie's CBC interview, and that interview will it will be infamous in Nova Scotia history. I highly doubt we'll ever see another interview from Janie McKenzie. The inconsistencies have been pointed out numerous times by numerous people. And I've done a few shorts on them and a few videos. But the big one, right from the very start, Janie comes out with a trailer and she doesn't mention her habit of a lifetime, her smoking habit. She starts talking about what she did in the morning when she got up, and she has a pause while she's speaking, and she just doesn't mention it for shame, or maybe cognitive dissonance, an internal struggle over in her own mind. But for me, it's deception. That's the way I see it. Yeah, and this stone, I tried to read the inscription out loud. I can read it, but I just can't read it out loud. Not the way I want to. If you want to pause it and read it, you're more than welcome. Anyway, back to Janie. Yeah, for me it's deception. Straight off deception. As in, she could mention her habit of a lifetime in her Facebook interviews, because she's basically just talking to an empty room there, just talking to a phone. And she could give it in her statement. No problem. She's just talking to maybe one interviewer sitting in front of her. But when it came down to the eyes of the nation looking at her on CBC, she couldn't do it. Yeah. Didn't want people thinking bad of her. You know, who cares? It's just a habit. Many people have it, like. It's not a very healthy habit. But the eyes of the nation looking at that habit, it would have went, her own image would have went down. And she didn't want that. So she sacrificed a bit of deception for public image. On that very same interview, she had the opportunity to lay all the blame on Malaya as well, like she done on Facebook. But she declined that as well, because the eyes of the nation are on her. So there's dissonance, cognitive dissonance. There's an internal struggle going on in her mind, just over that one thing, over the habit of a lifetime, what to do about it. But there's a much bigger one, and it's plainly obvious. The truth seekers, they're like the lie detectors of major crimes unit. They got her to do a lie detector test, and they couldn't continue with the test for various reasons. But there is her one CBC interview, and although people don't have a baseline, examiners and people that look for truth seeking, there's just so many things in there. You have vagueness, you have repetition, You have scripted delivery, altered eye contact. The whole lot's there. As I say, there's no baseline to go on as such. But yeah, she won't do any more interviews. Not with that disastrous, notorious interview that'll go down in the annals and the history, the archives of how not to do an interview. Yeah. Maybe, just maybe, Janie, maybe you'd do the right thing. Be true to yourself. I'll leave it there. Um, yeah, they're coming up to like a fork in the road or a fork in the path up here. And it would be good to take the right path. Everybody has a choice. Janie McKenzie has a choice too. It takes a bigger person to make the right choice. Anyway, for Jack and Lily, take care and good luck.